Family, breathe in and breathe out, because this teaching is not ordinary. Tonight we are touching the root of your entire spiritual journey. If you are spiritually sensitive, if you dream, if you see, if you feel heaviness in crowds, or you pick up lies with your body, listen very carefully now. A calling does not begin with rituals, bones, dreams, or a prophet telling you who you are. A calling begins with a disturbance in your spirit, that heaviness in your chest, the pressure behind your eyes, the sudden discomfort around people you used to enjoy, the emotional shifts you cannot explain, the loneliness even when you are surrounded. That is not weakness. That is the first spiritual knock saying, "Wake up, your path is opening." When your life starts to collapse, when relationships fall apart, plans fail, people leave, emotions rise, that is not punishment, that is activation. Your life breaks before it aligns. Now hear this about your gift. Prophets, sangomas, psychics, mediums, dream interpreters, water readers, tarot readers, apostolic healers. This includes all of you. Your gift is not random. It is ancestral memory waking up in your body. You dream because your lineage communicated through visions. You feel energy because your ancestors carried healing. You see things before they happen because your bloodline walked with prophecy. Some gifts run deeper than your surname. If you have ever felt, "I have seen this before, I have felt this before," that is your blood remembering. Let's talk about spiritual tools. Bones, tarot, water, scripture, dreams, symbols. Listen carefully. You do not choose your tool. The tool chooses you. Bones respond to those whose bloodline worked with symbols. Tarot responds to those whose spirit understands imagery and vibration. Water responds to those rooted in healing, depth, and intuition. Scripture responds to those whose lineage carried divine instruction. Dreams speak to those whose subconscious is a spiritual gateway. The right tool feels like remembering, not learning. Your chest opens, your anxiety quiets, clarity appears. The wrong tool feels heavy, confusing, dry, and frustrating because your spirit cannot speak a language it was not born knowing. Now we go deeper. Mentos, the spiritual accelerators. Some of you had people enter your life and suddenly your dreams increased, your visions sharpened, your path aligned, your intuition strengthened. These are mentos. A mento can be a human, an ancestor, a guide, an animal symbol, a dream being, a presence, even a mysterious creature. Mentos are assigned to you when your destiny needs acceleration. You don't choose them, your destiny calls them. Some initiate you through dreams, others open your path, others sharpen your gift. If someone ever stepped into your life and activated something inside you, understand this. They were not an accident. They were an instrument. Let's speak about alignment and gratitude. Giving back is not about candles, items, or money. Giving back is alignment. Healing your trauma, breaking patterns your lineage could not break, choosing peace over chaos, honesty over secrecy, growth over fear, discipline over weakness, obedience over anxiety. Your ancestors do not need your money. They need your alignment. And how do you know they received your gratitude? You feel lighter, your dreams sharpen, your chest unclogs, your thoughts settle, delays break, toxic people disappear, opportunities open quietly, not loudly, because alignment is subtle but powerful. The calling happens twice. The first calling is external, when life breaks. The second calling is internal, when your spirit finally says, "I accept." When that moment comes, you stop apologizing for your gift. You stop fearing your dreams. You stop explaining your sensitivity. You stop forcing relationships. You stop running from your spiritual identity. Your spirit signs a contract your mouth has not spoken yet. If this is you, let your spirit whisper, "My spirit accepts." Now, ancestral timing versus your timing. Many of you think you are late, but listen, there is no delay in destiny. Ancestors will not activate a gift inside a heart that is not ready. They will not reveal your tool while your environment is wrong. They will not open your dreams while your mind is full of fear. Ancestral timing is perfect. Everything awakens the moment it will save you, not destroy you. Why do gifted people feel alone? Some of you feel alone, not lonely, but spiritually alone. Misunderstood. Older spiritually than your age. This is not rejection. This is protection. Ancestors isolate you to protect your gift while it grows. Prophets awaken alone. Healers transform alone. Dreamers sharpen alone. Mediums strengthen alone. Isolation is not emptiness. It is elevation. When you sit alone and feel like you don't fit anywhere, remember, you are not lost. You are being prepared. Then comes clearing the path. Before ancestors bless you, they clear you. And clearing often looks like destruction. Relationships ending, friends leaving, habits dying, careers collapsing, emotional breakdowns. But this is not destruction. This is spiritual housekeeping. They remove what would block your calling, expose who would betray you, end what would trap you. You are not being punished, you are being reorganized. After clearing, you enter your power cycle. This is a season where your spirit becomes strongest, your dreams sharper, your intuition immediate, your energy magnetic. Signs include craving silence, feeling drawn to water, seeing symbols in dreams, feeling heat in your hands or forehead, attracting alignment, sensing truth instantly. When these signs appear, don't run. Recognize that your power is switching on. Now we move to spiritual identity. There is the identity you were born with and the identity you grew into. Many of you are living in a version of yourself that the world shaped, not the version your lineage ordained. Before the world taught you fear, silence, shame, and self-doubt, your calling was loud, your dreams were pure, your intuition was sharp, your spirit was open. Life covered you with layers that were never yours. Spiritual awakening is the slow, painful, beautiful work of peeling those layers off one by one and returning to who you were before the world touched you. Let's separate emotional sensitivity from spiritual sensitivity. Emotional sensitivity reacts to pain. Spiritual sensitivity reacts to energy. Emotional sensitivity cries from hurt. Spiritual sensitivity cries from spiritual overload. Emotional sensitivity gets tired from people talking too much. Spiritual sensitivity gets tired from people whose energy is misaligned. If you have ever walked away from someone and felt exhausted, not by what they said, but by who they are, understand this. Your spirit was telling you the truth long before your mind could explain it. Your ancestors also speak in ordinary moments, not only in dreams and rituals. They speak through sudden thoughts, goosebumps, repeated numbers, songs that hit you unexpectedly, random memories that visit your mind for no reason, a sudden urge to avoid someone, a feeling in your stomach that says, "Leave now." Your spirit is always receiving signals. The problem is not that they are silent. The problem is that the world taught you to ignore the subtle messages. This journey is about learning to listen again. Here is a crucial key: intuition versus trauma. Trauma speaks from fear. Intuition speaks from clarity. Trauma says, everyone will hurt me. Intuition says, this person is not safe. Trauma says, don't try. Intuition says, wait for the right moment. Trauma panics. Intuition whispers. Trauma rushes. Intuition warns. When you heal, your intuition becomes louder than your trauma, and your decisions begin to match your destiny, not your wounds. As you awaken, your emotional structure changes. Noise bothers you. Crowds drain you. Gossip feels painful. Lies disturb your chest. Inauthentic people make your spirit feel cramped. You ask yourself, why am I like this now? It is because your emotional field is becoming a spiritual instrument. Your ancestors are tightening the filters so that only alignment can enter your space. People will feel threatened by your awakening. When your spirit rises, the unhealed around you will misread you. They will call your confidence arrogance, your silence disrespect, your intuition paranoia, your dreams imagination, your boundaries attitude. They are not fighting you. They are fighting the version of themselves they refuse to face. Do not shrink your light to keep their shadows comfortable. Your body is also being prepared. Headaches, heat in your hands, ringing in your ears, sudden chills, pressure in your forehead, vibrations in your spine, crying without knowing why. These can be signs that your physical body is adjusting to carry spiritual frequency. Your spirit is upgrading. Your body is catching up. Treat your body with respect. Rest, water, good food, silence, because it is the temple that must carry the weight of your gift. Not everything you feel is guidance. Some sensations come from fear, some from trauma, some from exhaustion. True guidance comes with clarity, stillness, and an unmistakable peace, even when the message is difficult. The more aligned you become, the easier it is to distinguish noise from instruction. Sometimes your entire life gets redirected. Jobs end. Relationships fall apart. You relocate. New friends appear. Old habits die. Strange dreams push you into new directions. This is spiritual relocation. The universe rearranging your environment so you can rise without interference. It may hurt your heart, but it saves your destiny. Then comes the identity shift. You start losing interest in things you used to enjoy. Your tolerance for dishonesty becomes zero. Your desire for peace becomes non-negotiable. Your energy becomes selective. This is not pride. This is your spirit stepping into its true frequency. At a higher level, inner authority is born. The highest stage of awakening is when you no longer need confirmation from anyone. Your inner voice becomes louder than external noise. Your intuition becomes your compass. Your visions become familiar. Your sensitivity feels like power, not burden. Your spirit finally feels like home. Understand this. Your spirit has been speaking for years. Your awakening did not begin on the day you discovered your gift. As a child, you already felt older. You sensed intentions without proof. You cried over things other children ignored. You dreamed things before they happened. You felt connected to things nobody explained. Those were not random moments. They were the early blueprint of your lineage calling you. Along the journey, certain people arrive as spiritual checkpoints. They do not come only for love or friendship. They come as triggers for transformation. They awaken dormant gifts, force breakthroughs, break illusions, reveal hidden wounds. Some arrive to teach patience, some to awaken intuition, some to expose your shadows, some to initiate your next chapter. These relationships often end painfully, but their purpose was spiritual architecture, not romance, not friendship, but soul engineering. Many breakdowns are actually spiritual contractions. Not every breakdown is emotional. Some are the spirit pushing out old energy, cleansing inherited wounds, purging generational trauma, preparing you for elevation. That day you cried uncontrollably and felt lighter afterwards. That was not weakness, that was detox. Ancestors also speak through silence. When dreams pause, when intuition feels faint, when you feel like heaven is quiet, that silence is not abandonment, it is instruction. Silence forces introspection. Silence reveals your true desires. Silence tests your patience. Silence recalibrates your spirit and pushes you back into alignment. When your vibration rises, your whole life testifies. Your appetite changes. Your sleep patterns shift. You wake at spiritual hours, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. Old habits fall away. You feel drawn to water, to nature, to silence, to learning, to spiritual people, to healing. Chaos no longer entertains you. Negative people drain you instantly. Comfort zones start to feel suffocating. All of this is your vibration rising. Your dreams also evolve. At first you see fragments, then symbols, then warnings, then deliverance, then teachings, then visitations, then conversations, and finally instructions. The dream world is a classroom, and your spirit is the student. Some people trigger your gift the moment they enter the room. Your senses become sharp, your body becomes alert, your intuition starts scanning. Their spirit is carrying something your gift is designed to detect: threat, pain, dishonesty, destiny, or alignment. Gifted people rarely meet anyone neutral. Discomfort is one of your ancestors' favorite tools. When life becomes uncomfortable, when routines suffocate you, when you suddenly want to relocate, when you desire a new chapter with no logical reason, that is not boredom. That is your spirit being repositioned by ancestral hands. Generational trauma often disguises itself as spiritual gifts. The anxiety, overthinking, and hyper-awareness you carry are not always weaknesses. They are inherited survival mechanisms upgraded into tools. Your lineage learned to sense danger before it arrived, to read energy in silence, to navigate warfare. Now those patterns live inside you as gifts, not wounds. As your frequency increases, your behavior changes. You stop chasing people. You stop forcing understanding. You stop explaining your gift. You stop tolerating disrespect. You stop participating in chaos. You start choosing yourself. You start protecting your peace. You start obeying intuition immediately. You start seeing through manipulation. Your spirit becomes too clear to live in confusion. Awakening is also shedding. You lose old identities, false friendships, ego, unhealed versions of yourself. Shedding hurts, but your old self cannot enter your new chapter. Solitude is not loneliness. Solitude is chosen isolation for alignment. Loneliness is the absence of connection. Solitude strengthens your intuition, resets your energy, purifies your aura, filters your circle, sharpens your inner voice. When solitude becomes your comfort space, understand that your spirit has pulled you into a sacred classroom. Ancestors test readiness before they release full power. Can you keep boundaries? Can you control your emotions? Can you protect your energy? Can you walk away when your spirit says, leave? Can you stay silent when your pride wants to speak? Can you listen to intuition even when it scares you? These tests prepare you for the weight of your gift. Spiritual protection arrives before the attack. Before harm comes, your spirit becomes uneasy. Your intuition becomes loud. Your dreams become symbolic. Your ancestors send warnings through signs, numbers, sudden thoughts, faces you randomly remember. Protection is always early. Attack is late. Sometimes your spirit quietly removes people. Some exits are orchestrated, not emotional. Your spirit loses interest in certain people because their chapter in your destiny is finished. When an ancestor closes a door, your heart eventually stops knocking. Finally, the journey from confusion to clarity. Confusion is the beginning of awakening. Clarity is the reward. Confusion shakes identity. Clarity builds purpose. Confusion exposes wounds. Clarity reveals truth. Confusion breaks ego. Clarity awakens spirit. So hear me as we close. Your spirit is not behind schedule. Your gift is not lost. Your ancestors are not silent. Your path is not blocked. You are in the part of your journey where your old spiritual identity is dissolving and your true spiritual identity is rising, slowly, quietly, powerfully, unavoidably. If something inside you is expanding, warming, or awakening as you hear this, let your heart say, Kamagu, I receive, because your awakening is not coming. It is happening right now.